Hello, hello, hello. A little bit blurry tonight, but we'll see how we go. Just had some chili chicken, so now I do not have a prepared list. So we've got this Friday coming, Friday the 13th. We've got a spooky special on Friday night. I think it's 7:30 my time, Friday night. Same time as here, so it's going to be a Friday the 13th spooky special. I've already had one request to look at something, and I'm going to have a look at that. And so if you do want me to look at something special, I'll try not to make it personal, but an area or, you can email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com. Yeah, and I'll have a look at it. So hello to the two people watching. Hi. Well, so this is Tuesday, 10th of the 8th, 21. Now, of course, stuff's coming out. Greece, fires all over Greece, almost 600 fires, 586 I think there was that I saw earlier. Greece, will there be an end to the fires soon? So I thought, have a look at that. All over the country, just there's fires everywhere. Fires soon in Greece. I understand the northern part, there's still fires. Hi, Clarence Fields. There's still fires in Western United States. I hope you're going okay. Oh, Meghan and Harry didn't get invited to Obama's 60th birthday. So what? It's his 60th birthday. He should invite who he wants, not who people think he should. Sky News, Socialist Republic of Victoria. Yeah, they're not in a whole heap of poo. Taliban advances. They're not going to stop anytime soon. Okay. If you've got any questions, you can put them in caps lock. A lawsuit against Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew. Will it succeed? Hi, J-Lo. How are you? Yeah, up early morning. Um, that is so tragic. A little baby girl, she's being carried by her mum here, and I don't know where it was, but she's 8 months old or something, and her mum was attacked by magpies. Magpies can be vicious. I've been attacked by them before. And her mother fell trying to avoid a swooping magpie, and the little girl got killed in the fall, from the fall, and it's horrible, absolutely horrible. 5-month-old. Prayers to this family. You get swooping magpies, they can hurt. They can be really vicious and nasty, and I got the top of my ear once, and it was black, the whole top of my ear, from bruising. And this poor little girl and her poor family, I mean, devastated. Yeah. Hi, Tiba Ross. It's nice to see you. I'm just waiting for some more people to come on. Florida masks for children now. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's probably a case. For a while, honestly, I think the only thing that would stop the kids from bullying is if someone dies from not wearing a mask, and yeah, that's. But there's always kids who take their cues from their parents, and sometimes they grow out of it, sometimes they never do. Yeah. Oh, the census. We had the census here tonight in Australia. I did mine a couple of hours. I did ours a couple of hours ago. I filled it in properly. I believe in the need for a census, but there are some questions you just want to tell them to get, go jump. But you answer them. But it's like, how is this going to be, got some ice. Oh, Chris Cairns is on life support. He's a New Zealand cricketer. I remember him. Big, huge mountain of a man, a speed bowler. Collapsing in Australia, freak medical episode. He has suffered an aortic dissection in Canberra last week. He has not responded to treatment. Oh my goodness, prayers and blessings to his family. He was a really, really wonderfully talented man. And, just so big. So we're looking at news. Any questions? I do feel like there's still going to be some bullying in schools. It's just, are they? I think some school districts are going, are telling DeSantis to get shunted. Yeah. Our climate, we can't reverse it. We can start to slow things down and tamp things down. One good thing about Boris Johnson is his stance on the environment. So anyway, I might make a start, guys. Hi, Em. Did you finish the census? Em's in Melbourne. She'll know what I'm talking about. Look at Greece. Will there be an end to the fires soon? The whole country, all over the country, there's over 586 fires in Greece. The whole country, it's just burning. Will there be an end to the fires soon in Greece? So I'm going to start now. Thank you to the people who are watching who aren't in the chat. I do appreciate you joining and watching. And thank you to everyone who chooses to later on click on my videos and watch them then. I always appreciate it. Thumbs up would be cool. It's always appreciated. Will there be an end to the fires soon? Working, maybe bringing in people from other countries. You got put off with the residential history question. Yeah, were you here the last 5 years ago? Were you in the same address? Were you in the same address 10 years ago? Yeah. Judging. Oh, I get the terrible feeling that some of these fires may have been deliberately lit. Some people are going to be. I'm on live, sweetie.
Say what?
I'm live.
Oh, you're doing a broadcast?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. What's wrong?
Huh?
What's wrong?
Oh, that government medical officer, Paul Kelly.
Yeah.
The one who said, go get AstraZeneca.
Mm.
He's now saying that his AstraZeneca is saving dozens of lives in Sydney.
Dozens.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like this is a good card. This means this is the water, the Queen, maybe some rain coming and stuff and some dampening down. The whole country of Greece is on fire, babe. Supposed to be I know, but they ask you your name. It's just like, and you've got to ask. And right at the end, they say, do you agree to let your information be released in 99 years? And I'm like, nah, no. Yeah. Do you live at this address? Ugh. so we're looking at the fires in Greece. How is the chicken, bub? I thought it was nice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, is there any left? Put it in the fridge, bub, if there's any left.
Oh, no, there's none left.
Okay, that's all right. So I do feel that maybe some countries are going to come in and help them. There's going to be some tamping down. Unfortunately, I do feel that some of them may have been deliberately let, but they will get the person. Hi, Geek. How are you? No weather radio. Bad thunderstorms here with flash flooding. Oh, we've had terrible thunderstorms. The last 24 hours and severe weather warnings. It was really bad last night. Huge clashes of thunder and all that. Yeah. Ace of Swords. I do feel like there may have been some mismanagement as well with some of the forests and stuff, or some of the areas, natural areas in Greece, and that there's going to be some stuff coming out about some of these fires. Some people are going to end up homeless, or if they haven't already, they're all going to be homeless people. Very emotional. But I do feel there might be a change. Hi, Sherry French. We are both fine, thank you. I feel there might be a change on the way, and which reinforces the Queen of Cups. And this could be a weather change, but it's still not quite ready to change yet. I'm looking at the country of Greece here. 586 fires all over the country, in all sections of the country. There's not one part of the country that's not being affected. Yeah, I do feel this might be Mother Nature. I do feel like there might be a change in the weather. Also that with some strategies that they're putting in place and some help from other countries, sending firefighters. I know that Australia sent some firefighters over to the Western US, and here's more water. We've got the King of Cups as well. So I do think there's going to be a change with the weather there, but it's still a little bit away, but it will help douse a lot of the fires. There's going to be some questions asked about management. Thank you. And some of them were deliberately let, unfortunately. So, and there's going to be people who are homeless because of it. Thank you, Sherry French. And thanks for joining me. Just a reminder, this Friday night, Friday the 13th, Friday night my time, Friday morning your time, I'll be doing a spooky special. And if you have a question, if you have something you want me to look at, I've already had one request, just, hi Pamela Bryant, just email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've all of us have seen time and time again the devastating effect that fire can have. You being in Melbourne, in Victoria, and how many times we've had Ash Wednesday and all sorts, time and time again. Over here, a couple of weeks ago, the city of Greenville, in Northern California, totally wiped off the map. We had that happen a couple of years ago with the town south of Perth here. I think there were 2 buildings left out of the whole town. It was just burned out completely. And fires west of us was devastating. I think that arsonists should have a good 20-year sentence. 15 if nobody's killed, but if someone dies as a result of the fires that they've set, they should be sent down for life, never released. I'm sorry. That's my personal opinion there. if you've got any questions, guys, just nice big letters. Have a look at the fires in the western US now. Okay, so yeah, I grew up there. Yeah, hot water, late 2019. Life imprisonment if someone dies as a result of their fires being set. That's it. That should be mandatory. That's it. You hear the rain falling here. In 10 to 15 years. If it's deliberately set, that means like deliberately set. But of course, fires can happen because they're an accident, because of carelessness. You know, that can happen. And it's tragic when things like that happen. Accident or but if it's deliberately set, that's, yeah. And even if it's unintentional or if it's through carelessness or, you know, things like that, people can still cop. People have been sent for, yeah, lightning strikes is just, but, you know, fires set by people accidentally or unintentionally, they can still cop hefty thing. But, yeah. Yeah, they trimmed it. Yep. What's that for his 60th birthday? Yeah. That's it. Okay. Fires in the western US. Let's have a look. Still some chaos happening there. 4 of Cups. I think that they're going to be coming to an end soon, but it's still a little while, but they are coming towards the end. That's the world card. But look, there's still a lot of damage and possibly even, unfortunately, people losing. Yeah. Some, again, was deliberately lit. And those people will be caught and put in jail. Yeah, they're starting to get things coming in to fight and to handle it and to bring an end to them. Of course, there's always that aspect that they can't control the weather. Caution. They've got to be really, really cautious with the hermit here. They've got to be really cautious. If they put a step wrong, there could be consequences to that if they're not. So they have to be careful. Yeah, there's still some more loss ahead, and people are end up in jail. Yeah, there's still some anxiety yet. I can't see, apart from the 4 of Cups, there's going to be some rain, I think, but not a lot, not enough to do significant things. But they are getting more things in to help fight the fires, but it's still a little while before they, possibly another month maybe. No, that is absolute total bull dust, Em. Yeah, the Twitterati. Yeah, so in the western US, and that includes Canada, I mean northern continent. Yeah, it's still a while yet to go. possibly up to another month. That Moderna and Pfizer were the cause of the Delta variant. No, they were not the cause of the Delta variant. That is bull dust. That's actually, I think that is why had that been spread? Twitterati, why have the Twitterati got that on that? I'm just getting someone's trying to do down those companies, their share price and things like that. It did. It developed in India. Why would they say that? Yeah, it's to drive share prices down for those companies. Queen of Wands, that could lead to an investigation. And people don't want to be careful. There'll be consequences. Because if they can track down where it starts, those companies will sue. But no, they're going to be really vital. Yeah, it's to undermine the confidence in these companies. Yeah. No, not to get the AstraZeneca, but to bring down the share prices possibly so they can buy in. It's a move that people do because the share price is probably growing pretty quickly. Pull them in, temper them down. It's yeah. It's an old trick, I think. Not really going to cause a lot of problems for these companies, but yeah, it's. I don't know that they'll ever find out who did it, where it started from, but it is I think it's a bit of an old trick to sort of embattle the company a bit, bring down share prices, and then someone can go in and on insider trading and pick up some more. Yeah. But in the end, if that's what they're doing, it will come back and bite them on the butt. So you had no trouble with Moderna, Geek Hillbilly, because they're actually, the TGA has approved it over here, and they'll start getting we'll start getting shipments in September. Thanks, Em. Yes, you can email me if you want a personal reading. Now, guys, going to have a look at the lawsuit against Prince Andrew by this young lady against Prince Andrew. Will it be successful? Oh, I'm sorry, my glasses are dirty. I thought you were Chris Pratt. Oh. Hello, Edna May. Love you, baby. It's around for a day or two. Yeah. Epsilon. Yeah. Oh, is that the new variant? Next variant, Epsilon. I thought it was Lambda. thanks, guys. I said to James, for the one we can get first. There's so much disinformation over here and stuff. Edna May is a long-time viewer of mine, Em. Yes, and how's your little grandson? Apparently he likes to watch me sometimes, so which is really sweet. So this lawsuit against Prince Andrew, will it succeed? Justice is blind. Two of Swords. The Fool, yes. It's heading into a new area. That could be discovery, yes. The Nine of Cups. Offer he doesn't want. Or an offer she doesn't want. He may attempt to settle. But no, the truth's going to come out. This woman would be happy to walk away with nothing as long as the truth gets out. Secrets from his past. So we've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the High Priestess, secret agendas, secrets from his past. They have everything. They have everything they need to be successful in this suit. It is definitely going ahead. Lots and yeah, I think it's in discovery at the moment. Yeah, I do think it's probably going to succeed. He might attempt to settle out of court, but I don't think she's going to be happy with that. It could even lead to indictments further down. That might be why she won't settle out of court. Okay, now I don't have any other questions written down, so if you've got a question, feel free to ask. I'll have a quick look at the question about masks in schools and kids. Will there be a lot of bullying of kids in schools wearing masks? Yes, but that's going to change at some point. It usually does. There's always going to be some caution. Details. Yeah, there's going to be a change with the masks in school. Definitely more caution, more details coming out. Yes, there will. It is going to be disappointing. There will be some bullies, of course, unfortunately. But you know what? They are. But there's still a lot of parents who won't send their kids to school. Unless there's a lot of energy building behind this debate. But yeah, there is always going to be some people who don't want to do the right thing. I've been watching some stories about, you know, the infamous letter that Rosen's 7-hour testimony was apparently really interesting. Oh, that's all right. Oh, Grandpappy's gonna spoil her rotten. You have a lovely time, dear Hillbilly. Oh, you spoil a rotten Grandpappy. And have a lovely time. And Yeah, seeing an idea of naming the variants after governors. Yeah, I like that too. You have a safe, be safe, and yeah, have a safe drive, especially with the weather. Okay. China demands Lithuania withdraw envoy in a row over Taiwan. They're so sensitive. It's about an hour's drive. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. And I bet she just cannot wait to see her grandpappy. So you drive carefully and have a great day. Tunisian opposition leader urges president to pull back from the brink and engage in a light dialogue. Brink of what? Revolution. There was a revolution in 2011. Power grab that put our nascent project. Will there be a coup in Tunisia? Oh, that's great. There is some hope for Tunisia, some negotiations. So we've got the star. I said, will there be a coup? There's some hope that it may not be. Some negotiations, but very slow, very mercenary. Yeah. There is a change coming for the country. Might have a coup. Old cycles being repeated here. This consequences, losses. Oh yeah, there might be a coup in Tunisia. Let's hope that that's not the case. There could be sanctions against it with resources and things like that. Yeah.
There's Pat in the room. Chris Pratt is leaving the room.
That Jedi mind trick will not work on me. I know you are not Chris Pratt.
No, way better than him. Way hotter than him.
Yeah. If you say so, darling.
That's what you always tell me. You mean you've been lying?
Windswept and sun-kissed.
20 years, for God's sake. 20 years, I stuff up once.
21 years?
Oh, far out, yeah. Oh, dear.
Safe travels, geek. Unless we forget that when I asked you if you thought I was sexy, and the answer was, what was it? He said, oh, I wouldn't go that far.
I didn't say that.
You did too.
Self-preservation.
Yeah, you have no sense. You have no sense of self-preservation. Anyway, my darlings, ask me a question. Any question. Any question? So hubby can quietly shuffle off. Ah,
Oh, better turn TV on. Damn chest pains.
hi, everyone. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy in it. There you go, Geek Hillbilly. Queued it up for you. I'm too sexy for this broadcast. Okay. Let's see. Kuomo, could he face charge? I did a reading on that yesterday. He could, yeah. When I read a few months ago, it was like, no, he was determined to see his to see his term out, but I don't know that will happen now. The infrastructure bill is looking good to pass. What do you see for the Congress people that left Texas? A judge has blocked for now arresting any of them. Some of them have filtered back, and there were attempts to arrest them, but that's been blocked by a federal judge. He said, no, you can't do that. So what do we see for the Texas congressman heading back? Change, home, minor celebration, being returned, strategy. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got minor celebrations in homes, strategy, incoming strategy. They're hoping that the pressure that they put on will help pass this voting rights. A momentum in support, an increase in momentum for support for these guys. Donors, an increase in money, donations to them. I think there could be some fruitfulness coming out of their trip and the pressure they've been putting on Joe Manchin and stuff to get that voting rights bill passed. People are becoming more vocal about it. I think there might be some victories in there somewhere. I think it's still, yeah, there's still this plan to arrest them and throw them in jail. Well, fine, do that. Arrest them, throw them in jail. They won't be able to attend, and you still won't have a bloody quorum, will you? But there's more momentum. People are getting behind them in the fight, and they might be able to. Will they be able to? Will some of the worst practices be removed from the bill? Some of the worst practices be removed from the Texas voting bill? Possibly, yes, as a result. Yes, increased momentum to do that. And the rule of law. They've highlighted things. Review of the new deals. I think it might result in some of the changes to the legislation. So some of the worst things are either paused or removed for now. Yeah. A new round of negotiations. There's a couple of consequence cards here. There's still a lot, but I do feel that maybe some of the stuff might be removed from the legislation. Hi, Joe G. Hi, Renee. The Borg. Prepared to be assimilated. Resistance is useless. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you have to get Star Trekking, don't you? Geek. Star Trekking across the universe. On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk. Hi, Apple. Hi, Renee. Star Trekking across the universe. Always going forward because we can't find reverse. It's the iced coffee. I'm having iced coffee tonight. How's that? Okay, so I've had a look at. There could be some changes to the Texas legislation. There's been rises in 9 areas or 9 boroughs in London. There's been a rise in weekly infections. Okay. Let's have a look. Freeware. Okay. What's this? I don't know what the little, there's a wall here full of hearts. Yeah, I'll just sing it. Hubby, great zombie movie fan, and I wrote my own version of 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, and it's called 50 Ways to Kill a Zombie. It's on my old phone. I'll have to see if I can get it off there. Yeah, there must be 50 ways to kill a zombie. Okay. Do you see Postmaster leaving soon? Postmaster, to Joy. Let's have a look. Okay. Wrinkled ladies. Okay. God to the highest truth and compassion. Into Louis de Joy. Is he going to be leaving soon? Let's see. Well, we've got the hope card. We've got the star, which is hope. And, oh, there's definitely a building up of energy behind getting rid of him with the ace of clubs. Or wands. A move backwards. Back to what he was before. Yes, I do think he'll be leaving soon. Now, is he going to be indicted? Possibly not. I've got Page of Pentacles. I've got the 8 of Cups. I've got the 7 of Swords. So 2 of those are no cards. I asked if he was going to be indicted. because of his actions by Postmaster General. I think they might have hit a bit of a roadblock there. But we'll do some more cards on that. There's definitely a change in fortune coming from it. He doesn't think he will be, I think. He thinks he's going to get away with it, but he's got disappointing news coming because there's a change with the Wheel of Fortune, Magician, gathering everything together to do so, and then disappointing news for him with the Page of Swords. It's going to be a bit of a toss-up. I do think he might end up being indicted. He's definitely going to be in trouble of some sort. Strategies and his plans for his role in election interference with doing what he did with the post office. Whatever you do, do not parody any of Paul McCartney's songs because he'll sue you and send cease and desist letters. Honestly, somebody did a send up of Mull of Kintyre called Mulligan's Tyres. You know, Mulligan's Tyres, the treads on the inside, and apparently he sent the cease and desist letters. Okay, anyone else got any questions? Yeah, I've already done Tunisia. Lithuania has a de facto embassy in. Hi, Star Wars, Star Trek references. Yeah, I can do Star Wars. Oh yeah, there was a Star Wars one, wasn't it? The Jedi mind trick. So okay. The Michael Jackson estate has the Beatles songbook. No rights to them anymore. Yeah. Well, there you go. But yeah, that's fine for the Beatles. But Mull of Kintyre is not a Beatles song. It's Paul McCartney and Wings. So yeah. Well, I did a reading on him. I saw Mel and Linda G talking about it today, and they came out with, well, it's, you know, moved to up his profile and things like that, and Whitby's dark side. Yeah, little bubba. Will Trump's lawyers, yeah. But I still think there's more to it than that. I think he's sort of gearing up to become yes, he is. Tucker Carlson. Will Trump's lawyers resign for non-payment? But I did do a reading on Tucker Carlson the other day. So will Trump's lawyers resign for non-payment? Some people are just suckers all the way. Hi, Georgie Moon. Paul McCartney and Wings, yeah. Will Trump's lawyers resign for non-payment? Four of Wands. Oh, here's the death card. So some of them, yeah, some of them I think looking at that. Seven of Swords. They're both no cards too, by the way. You know, mercenary. They signed on because they thought it would be easy money. You don't get easy money out of Trump. You don't get any money out of Trump. Yes, I think there's going to be resolution on that because there's the World card and there's also the Queen of Cups. Stuff on Russia, on his relationship with Russia. I think some of them are going to leave on that. Strategy. And some are going to leave because of the Biden thing. Yeah, some are going to leave because there's various reasons why they might leave. Some of it will be non-payment, but others might be because they're not comfortable representing someone when they won't be comfortable representing him when some things come out about his ties to Russia. And others are like, others are like the Biden, trying to unseat Biden. If he goes ahead with that, not the last one, but if he goes ahead with doing it this time, they're out the door. They're like, no, not going to do it. Hi, Teresa Balsa. Hi, Geek Hillbilly. Yeah. Yeah, he did a while back, didn't he? Yeah. Geek Hillbilly. Yeah, sorry, guys. I thought it was Greta TK, but I think it was Greek Hillbilly. Geek Hillbilly. Oh, my goodness. I'm all over the place. Linux. I could never figure that out. Linux, that's a... Yeah, he did actually. I remember reading that a few years back that he got the catalogue back. Him and Ringo Starr. Yeah. It's wonderful news that Biden is saying to the people of Hong Kong, come over here, you know, we'll look after you. Refugee status, at least. Algerian forest fires. Oh, God, it's like people have been killed over there by forest fires in Algeria. Okay, hi Renee Rogers. You got the blue screen of death. Yeah, I hate it when that happens, especially if it's in the middle of a broadcast. Okay, I'm just looking at more questions, guys. Do you see that? Okay, the Afghan translators. I do feel there were a couple that they weren't able to get out, but let's have a look. Hi, Emmy. Oh. The indictments. Will the US indict Yanukovych? Yanukovych or whatever, Yanukovych, Manafort's buddy. Great question. How about, look at, yes, I can do Afghanistan now. Did they get all of the translators out of, did the US get all of the translators out of Afghanistan? They got most of them out. I do feel that there were a couple that they couldn't get out in time. Biden very much for this. They got most of them out, but I do think that unfortunately a couple, and their families as well, but I do think that's, they were too late to help a couple of them or some members of a couple of their families. So there were some that they couldn't get out, unfortunately. I read that before too. Trump, Oregon has been indicted. What's Trump, Oregon? Oh, the Trump organization. Trump org. It has been indicted, yes. Money's frozen. The money's been frozen. Yeah. I'll have a look at that too, thanks. Okay. Yeah, look, I do feel like they got most of them out, but unfortunately I do feel that maybe a couple and most of the family members, but I do feel there may be some family members too that were punished, even though the translators got out. So yeah. But it wasn't for lack of trying. Yeah, there may have been some that they just could not get out, and some family members who could not get out. and were punished for. But yeah, there was still some losses despite best efforts, I think. But Biden was passionate. Got Biden here passionate about getting these people out. And I feel it's one of those things that apparently he can be really, really fiery and quite sharp and give you what for. And I think that's one of the things that people are going to cop what for about. Okay, well, Manafort's mate, Yovanovitch or whatever his name is, will the US indict him? Yeah. Yeah. I do feel they got a lot of them out, a majority of them out, but they couldn't get everyone. That's what I feel. I'd love to be able to say they got them all out. And you know what? Other countries like the UK and Australia and France and all those other countries who use them, they should take on the responsibility of getting them out too and providing homes for them. And of course, Australia, our government needs to kick up the arse, and not just the Liberal one. Labor could be just as bad about refugees and helping others from countries. So that's an area where our government here in Australia, whichever party is in, need a really big, good kick up the backside. Okay, well, you can, Yanukovych or whatever his name is, Manafort's mate, the guy who Manafort handed that information over to, the oligarch, will he be indicted by the US? Page of Wands is a yes. Out in the cold is a no. The death card is a no. But we've got the Strength card, big yes, on top of the Page of Wands. And we've got deals and quid pro quos, 6 of coins. That is a yes on top of the 5 of coins. This was, he's out in the cold. Yeah, he's got no friends out there. The Death card, on top of the Death card, we have 4 of Pentacles. Sorry, guys. Which is a no, I think. King of, well, yeah, the oligarch, the King of Pentacles, deals. Oh yes, they're getting ready. They're getting ready. There's definitely some. Got the 6 of. We've got the Lovers on top of the deals and consequences. Yeah, I do think that they will indict him. Yes. Oh my goodness. Posing as a doctor for 8 months at the Bankstown Hospital. We have a hospital over here in Perth where, from the reputation of it, and I won't name it, but from its reputation, she probably would have been doing a better job over here than the ones they have. But yeah, you can't pose as a doctor. It's just not helpful. Oh. Yeah, yeah, they both need to kick up the butt. Oh. Yes, there are some things, unfortunately, where neither of our major parties are good eggs, and this is one of them. The treatment of refugees is pretty damn shocking. Detention centres, and hell, even when you came over from, if you were a 10-pound pom in the 50s and 60s, you came over, you weren't allowed to move it straight into the community. No, you had to go off to some camp for a while. ACDC, they were all met as teenagers in one of these camps in South Australia. I think Barnsley was in one for a while. You know, it's just ridiculous. And they were legal immigrants, and they were shoved off to a camp. Oh. Hazard, as in Dukes of. Okay, more questions, guys. Trump org. Trump org has been indicted. Will their money assets be frozen? Will the assets for the Trump org be frozen? Ace of clubs, that's a big yes. The 10 of wands is a burden. That's a no card, but it's a burden. Page of pentacles. Well, they have got some news about money coming. There's some news about money. The only extra we pay for is the only extra service we pay for, apart from the internet and stuff, is Amazon Prime. We pay $6.99 a month for that, and we find it's worth it. It's got some great stuff. Otherwise, you know, of course, we have all the commercial TV stations over here, but they all have online, and you just have to sign up. You don't pay anything, but you just create an account with them, and you can watch what you want without having to watch all the other stuff. So, Page of Pentacles, unpleasant emotion. Page of Cups. Sorry, this is now that the Trump org has been indicted. Will their assets be frozen? Seven of Pentacles. It is going to be a burden for them, and there is assessment happening and a consequence with the Seven of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, hanging on. They're really insecure about that. The Hierophant. Two of Swords. 10 of Cups. Yes, possibly, yeah. But despite what people might think, it doesn't happen overnight. There are processes to go through to freeze a company's assets. It's not an overnight thing. So once the processes have all been gone through, yes, I think they will be. We had Netflix for a long time, and it's not super expensive either. You know, with budgets and all that, we find Prime is really cool. A free service we have here is Tubi. That's quite good. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Hi, Deborah Costro. Okay, any more questions, guys? Come on, throw them at me. Got another 45 minutes. Yeah. And YouTube, so many things on YouTube. So many things. And so many channels that you can subscribe to on YouTube with great comment, great content and stuff. It's great. Hi, Randy Samir. You're in British Columbia in Canada. Yeah. Prayers, of course, Randy. Of course. I actually, I was going to do a reading on the fires in the Western US, and I did. I did a reading earlier. If you go back earlier, I included like the whole of the Western North American continent on that. Still a while to go, but of course, prayers. You know, of course, prayers. So prayers for everyone in the US. Will the Trump trials be televised? Ooh, interesting, Apple. Interesting question. That would be interesting. Will they be televised? I don't think. It depends on where they are. I don't think that the states where they'll take. Yeah, no, I think. No, I've got pretty clear negative on that, even though people would really support the idea, mainly because of where they'll be taking place. Some states, yeah, I mean, like California, probably it would be. But like New York, they don't televise their trials like they didn't televise Weinstein, and they wouldn't televise others. Washington, no, they won't televise. So no, probably not. Simply because of where they are. As much as people would love the idea, no, it's a pretty definite no. Even though there'd be a lot of support for it. Yeah, and if he's federally charged, yeah, maybe not. Yeah. But also depending on the state as well. If you haven't watched Jungle Cruise and you want a lot of a real fun time, watch Jungle Cruise. It's so much fun. Big hugs back to you, Sharon Syke. Thank you. I checked out, if anyone's been watching Mel lately, Mel Durr, he's gave a shout out to something called Foxes Afloat. I checked them out. They're really cool guys. Good to watch for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Questions, guys? Questions? We have unlimited Wi-Fi here. We have unlimited internet, sorry. With the Roku box and the landline and unlimited internet. So I think we pay $100 a month or something. That includes a landline rental and the Telstra box, which all sorts of services can be on. all of the survivor hopefuls sent home. I have no idea what that is about. In the Brains tribe. I don't watch Survivor. Never have. COVID weekly deaths in England and Wales at the highest level since March. I'm going to do a reading on that. Will England and Wales have to go back into lockdown? Will England and Wales have to go back into lockdown? Oh, possibly. 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands consequences. The Justice card, yes, be justified. They're going to try and defend themselves first and hold out on it, but people are going to be out in the cold, especially with the colder weather going to be coming in soon. Their strategy, they opened up way too soon. Yields quid pro quo. Yes, people have been happy getting out for a few months, but I do feel like they're going to have to start at least imposing some restrictions. Maybe not full lockdown, but imposing some restrictions. They'll come to a deal. But yeah, it's just not working out the way it was. So they're going to offer some forms of, what would you be willing to, what restrictions? They're going to have to set some boundaries here. So yeah. Will Scotland ever succeed and become independent? I'll have a look at that for you, Georgie. 7's true love, 2 7's true love. Well, I don't think it's true love. Will Scotland ever secede and become independent? Well, it's part of the UK, but it's also a home country. So in a way, but I know what you mean. Fully independent, not part of the UK. Let's have a look. Commonwealth Games are on in Brighton in Birmingham next year. Hopefully they'll be able to go ahead. Might have a look forward to that as well. Will Scotland ever secede? Will Scotland ever secede? Let's have a look. That's my... Oh, it's the sun. Let's see, yes. The Tower. Wow, big changes. That's a no. 4 of Cups is a maybe. The Emperor's a maybe. Stability, strategy. There are going to be some big changes, but there's still some stuff ahead of them. We've got the sun, which is yes. And we've got the moon, which can be hidden obstacles that will have to be sorted out. Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, the support. They've tried a few times with the referendum and it hasn't happened yet. But I do feel like eventually it will happen. But the big changes, King of Cups, the Empress, and anxiety. I still think it's got a ways to go. It may not happen till after the Queen passes. I'm not sure. So, yeah. Yes, tower can mean big changes. It can mean an end to something. So yes, I do feel like it will happen, but I think there's going to be quite a bit of a shake-up event first before that. And Scotland's going to include all those islands, the Outer Hebrides and things like that. The tower is a big shake-up event. It can be a catastrophic change. It's yeah. The tower can, yes, it can mean a change. Not always. So I think there's going to be a big shake-up event after a big event that causes for a change. I have an idea it might not be until after Queen Elizabeth passes. Yeah. I think there was another question that somebody asked. Days a week. Money does go fast, doesn't it? Georgie, did you get your census in? Thanks, Em. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Did I see something? I think I saw something that piqued my interest. I looked at that. Climate protesters to face Parliament House. There's no need for that, is there? I mean, that's ridiculous. That's not going to change things to facing a building. George, yes, that is tonight, Georgie. But you have till the 12th. I don't know. If you're doing it online, you have till the 12th. I think, if you've got the forms, just fill in the forms. I won't tell you when to fill in the forms, but, you've got a few days before they get picked up and stuff. So, but, yeah. Thank you, Joji. Thank you, and thank you for giving people, Joji, information about where they can get help with some things. Christina Applegate's got multiple sclerosis. What after the breast cancer and that's just, all prayers to her. All prayers to her. Multiple sclerosis. such an amazing woman, Christina Applegate. She really is. She's received it a few months ago. After her battle with breast cancer and stuff. Good night, Joji, and thank you for providing information for people. You know. No, that's just my phone. Don't worry about that. Yeah, no, everyone's got to fill out. If you have the census forms there, or if you've been sent a letter, this is the letter I got because I registered to do it online. Or if you've been sent a letter to do it online with a login and a census number and a temporary password and all that. Yeah, it's all done tonight. So if you've got the forms, you do it for every person who's in your house tonight. And yeah. Mali conflict, at least 51 people killed in an attack by suspected jihadists. New York Assembly takes a step forward towards impeachment trial against Andrew Cuomo. So we'll ask the question. Thank you. Oh, yeah, definitely keep sending positive energy. Will Andrew Cuomo be impeached? Will Andrew Cuomo be impeached? Yes, it is mandatory. Everyone's got to do it. Every household. Just one person can fill in the form, but you've got to fill it for each person who's in your house. If it's just yourself, that's easy. Or yourself and like your partner or your husband or whatever. If there's kids, yeah, you've got to do more. Yeah. Hi, Sheila, my love. How are you, darling? Oh, my goodness, have not seen your name there for a while. It's lovely to see. Oh, I'm just about to ask, is Andrew Cuomo going to be impeached? Oh, Ace of Swords. Tower. Definitely a big tower for him. 10 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. There's definitely going to be a trial, I think. 2 of Cups. There's definitely going to be a trial. We've got the Tower for him and the 10 of Swords, which is not a good outcome. 8 of Pentacles. We've got the Hangman, which is a maybe. That's a yes, yes, yes. Yes, lots of yes cards, a couple of no cards. Yes, there's strong. There's increasing momentum for him to be at least undergo an impeachment trial. And will he be convicted? Justice, the Emperor, 6 of Wands, quite possibly, yes. Yeah, it looks like he could be impeached. That's high up there. You popping in to say hello from work? Or was that you who said a thing to my phone earlier? Hang on, I'm going. Sheila. Will Virginia Joffrey be successful? Oh, I actually did a reading on that. That's one of the, I think that's the third thing I read on tonight, Georgie Moon. The lawsuit, yes. Yeah, he might try and sell it out of court, but I don't think she'll go for that. She wants him to pay. I don't, yeah. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to grab my phone, guys. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. I always say my knees are twice my age. Oh. That was you when my phone went ding, Sheila. Oh, excitement. Lots of excitement. I haven't unwrapped them yet. Hi, Flora. How are you? Got your sentence all done? Have not seen you for a while. Lovely to see you back in the chat. Yeah. So much excitement. Look what arrived today. My new deck. It's the first one I've bought in months. Zero Marchetti, the Tarot Decorative. This is what's on the side. I haven't unwrapped the plastic from around the deck net yet, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I like to, when I get a new deck, go through every card and mix them up and stuff like that. So yeah, Sheila, are you free for a while? So let's see. Oh. Rondell Frankgate, hello. Census all done. US translators in Afghanistan. I did that, yes. I did a read on that. Yeah, I do feel they got a good majority of them out. I do feel that there was some. It is a beautiful, it's brand new too. It was, that's all right, sweetheart. No problem. Thanks, Sheila. Yeah, this was only came out at the start of July. So this is his newest deck. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, hi Sagine, how are you? So yeah. Oh, does anyone know if Melinda Dutch's faulty tarot up and running yet? Let's have a check. I'll have a check. Hang on a minute. I'll just go here. My personal YouTube channel. That's the one. You know, and we'll go Fox T Tarot. Nope. What comes up is Mum makes her own dentures. Keeping an eye out for Melinda Deutsch's channel when she launches that. You know, a lot of them fled Afghanistan, and I did a reading a while ago too, that got pretty much the same thing, that they'll be able to, and have gotten a lot out, and will be able to get a lot of them out, the US ones at least, the US will, the ones that work with it. They will, they can't get everyone out, unfortunately. And I do feel like Australia and Britain and the other countries who use the translators should step up and do a lot more than they are. Twitter has suspended Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's account for 1 week following the violation. Yep, okay. So she's been suspended on Twitter, hey? She'll be going censorship. Again, hello. I'm pretty sure I said hello. Yeah. So just remember to hi to everyone who's watching, who's not in the chat. Thanks for joining us, and hello to everyone who chooses to switch on and press the video later on. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, she's been suspended for 1 month. Will she get banned? Will she get banned? Did I cut my hair? A couple of weeks ago I trimmed it up, yeah, but not for a while. I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, or maybe even a month ago. Will she be permanently banned? 2 of Pentacles, the Hangman suspended, Judgment. No, I think that the suspension, but I think that they will lengthen her suspension, make it longer. She might eventually get banned, but at the moment, you know, if she goes back on and starts that crap again, yeah, she will eventually. But at the moment, I think they might extend the temporary suspension for a while. Will the bill pass? Will the bipartisan bill pass? Now, remember this Friday morning for you guys, Friday night for me, 7:30 my time. I'm doing a Friday the 13th spooky special. We've already got one person's asked me to look into the dog man. So, do you see FB ever receiving any charges? I got fines going through my hair. Fines. No, I did a reading on Facebook once, and it really freaked me out. So I don't tend to do a lot of reading on Facebook itself. But will there be any consequences to Facebook over their failure in controlling misinformation? Let's have a look at that. For those of you who don't know, Mel Durr did his first live stream today. Well, it was really his second. He did one for about just under 2 minutes, and then he started a fresh one. It was only for about 15 minutes, but I was really glad I get there. What is Nancy Pelosi up to? You know, good question. I'll ask that. Hi, Michelle Mabel. Hi, Sherry French. Okay, but first, will there be consequences for Facebook for spreading misinformation? 10 of Cups, yes. 8 of Wands, yes. In fact, there's already momentum behind that. There will be some consequences that they cannot get away from. Five of Swords. I mean, look, they're not, I don't think they'll be indicted on anything, but there's Ace of Cups, there's Seven of Pentacles, there is going to be some, I'm feeling fines. They're going to get fined with the Pentacles. They have been warned. They have been put on notice, I'm getting. But it's a bit of, there's still a bit of a murky area about the social media aspects of things. And yeah, but I think they might end up getting fined, which will be nothing really. Oh, we do have Justice. Page of Cups, surprising news. Definitely money. I do think there's going to be some fines, but definitely some surprising. There could be some legal ramifications, very surprising ones. Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. Sky News is in deep doo-doo. In fact, I might do a reading on that. Hi, Harry's mum. Have not seen you in ages. Welcome back. It's lovely to see your name. Yeah. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sky News is Murdoch's equivalent of Fox News over here in Australia. And because they were getting so outrageous with their misinformation and everything, YouTube banned them for a week. And now they're up before a Senate Judiciary Committee. So I thought I'd have a look and see what is going to happen with Sky News. Yeah, I stopped doing Tuesday night lives for a while because I didn't start until 9 o'clock my time. And by the time I finished, I was really tired and I was getting to bed really, really late. But I've started doing them again, and they're going to start like 7:30, quite early in the morning for you guys and all that. But, you know, yes, I have. Yeah, I did Harry's mum. That's earlier. I think her suit's going to be successful, and she's not going to let him settle out of court. She's really going to make him pay. Yeah, he's going to try, but it's not going to happen. She wants the world to know, and she doesn't want to be gagged in any way. So if she settles out of court, it's going to be like things they'd have to do. Sky News Australia. Now, somebody else asked me if I would read on something. So I'll just have to go back, scroll back up a bit here. Lots of prayers to your sister, Sharon Sight. Yeah, it really spooked me, the reading I did. So Sky News, let's have a look. They're up before a Senate committee. So let's have a look. Sky News, are they in trouble? Ooh. Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Two of Swords. Tipping point. They are getting close to Hermit. They need to enact caution. They really need to pull their head in and start acting with caution. Hi, Kim C. This is Sky News in Australia, which is basically our version of Fox News. Yeah, bad habits from the past. coming back to bite them. With the Six of Cups, Page of Cups, very surprising news. They're going to be surprised. Highlander B, 9 Wands, they're going to be embattled. The High Priestess, 8 of Cups, abandonment. They're losing viewers, I think. The High Priestess, their strategy's going to backfire on them. The Emperor, the rule of law. Are they in big trouble? Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, yes. Oh, a Tower. It's going to end up in quite drastic changes for them. The Tower. So, yeah, they're in a bit of trouble. Yeah, they're trying to fool the people. Not working. Yes, we do. We have some anti-vaxxers and some anti-maskers. But most of Australia, we want vaccines. We just want decent vaccine. And we want to be able to have the choice of what we have. Some people have had the first AstraZeneca vaccine and had such bad reactions that the doctors have said, no, well, you know. And then there's so many confusions. Like some people saying if you've had an AstraZeneca, then you can only have one Pfizer. But it says quite clearly that you have to have 2 Pfizers if you have the Pfizer. Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to read on that lawsuit too. So it's really confusing, the messages we are getting. Oh, no, if you're under 50, you can't have it. But now they're saying you can have it if you sign a form, a waiver. And then it's like we were really given no choices. And they stuffed it up so badly. So, yeah. Here's Murdoch, a silent partner of Auntie. For guys in the US, Auntie is what we in Australia call our national broadcaster, which is the ABC, Australian Broadcasting Corporation. Is Murdoch a silent partner? No. He tried. He's tried to get his hooks into it, but no, I think there's been judgment against that. No. There's been caution and all that. He has tried. He has tried to buy it out, but no, he's not. The Empress. No, there's no private ownership of Auntie. It is still government ownership. He's tried to get he has tried. He's offered and he's tried, but he's been knocked back. The Empress, this is for the people. Yeah, he has tried, no doubt. He tried to buy it, but no. The lawsuit against. Yeah, why is he going after her? That's what I want to know. Devin Nunes' lawsuit against Rachel Maddow. Will he succeed? What is it for? Yeah, no, he's not. He'll have made billions of dollars off the Olympics, of course, because he owns Channel 7 here in Australia. Okay, why is he... why is Nunes... I only heard about this like early this morning or something. Yes, Novavax, it's still got to go through the approvals process. Yeah. Why is he trying to sue her? That's what I want to know. Will anything damaging about Nunes come out in discovery for this lawsuit? Suing Rachel Maddow because she reported on something that somebody else had already reported. He won't win because he doesn't have. Yeah. Thank you, Human Generic, and hello. Will anything damaging come out about Nunes in this discovery? Nine of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Heals and manipulation. Money. Oh, 3 Pentacles in a row. Wow. Surprise, surprise. All about money. 4 of Pentacles. There's a lot of stuff going to come out about money, and there's going to be exposure. He really should have practiced caution, and discretion is the better part of valor. He should have. A judge. 3 of Wands. He's gonna. Oh, he's 6. It deals quid pro quos. Yeah. Stuff is going to come out and it's going to be about him, and it could end him up, and it could end up in front of a judge because of it. So, yeah. Hi, Melinda. It is. I'll ask that question, but so will it backfire on him? I might draw 3 Lenormand cards for that one. Lenormand cards, will it backfire on him? Will Nunes's lawsuit against Rachel Maddow backfire on him? The Fox, no. The Sun, yes. The Moon, yes. He's hoping it won't. He thinks he's being sly. He thinks he's being sly and, sneaky, but it's not. It's going to backfire against him. Stuff is going to come out about him that he wants to remain hidden. Hi, Beatrice Harrison. Oh, everything is going okay. Yes, thank you. I did have a rough couple of weeks there, and, we do have a side issue that's just going to take time to try and sort out, but we're hoping there's lots of positive energy on that. Hi, Nancy Castiglione. How are you in Tennessee? Melinda, I had a look to see if you'd launched your channel yet. I had a look for False Teeth Tarot, but it didn't come up yet. So let us know when you do. I'll keep checking every couple of days. Now, hi, Beatrice Harrison. Questions, guys? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Any questions? I'll do another half hour. So I'll go till 10 o'clock, which is another half hour. You got to go? Okay. Yes. Considering it's got to be 11:30 over there. 11:30 at night over in Melbourne, where Em is. So, yeah. Well, thank you, Melinda Dircher. Questions, guys? I'm going to stay on for another half hour. So, how will Virginia fare against Andrew? Oh, Kim C. Yes, I did a reading about that earlier. That's one of the early readings I did. You'll have to go back and have a look. But, yeah, pretty good. I think she's going to go pretty good. Will the Washington Post reveal what Khashoggi was working on? Interesting question. Yes. Oh, and also somebody asked earlier, what is Nancy up to? Nancy Pelosi. That's the one I've been trying to remember. Nancy Pelosi. Moscow Mitch. Another half hour. Okay. Even longer if you like. Olden. I sent it to Olden, okay? Will Washington. Okay, and will Washington Post. I just got a quick message from my girl Sheila. Washington Post. Khashoggi. Okay.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi, honey.
girl, how are you? Oh, I did always catch you right at the end of your lives or something, and I was like, so I caught you.
I know.
Will Jeffrey Clark be indicted soon? Yeah.
I
So
know. I
how
look
you
a little
going?
tired, but I'm good to go. So what are we doing?
Well, just doing some I've started doing the Tuesday night ones again, but I'm doing them earlier because I used to end up wrapping up like 11:30 at night and stuff. But
Right.
yeah, well, Sheila's here. We're looking at. Somebody wants to know what Nancy Pelosi's up to, and Moscow mentioned got a great question here. Will the Washington Post reveal what Jamal Khashoggi was working on when he was murdered? It's a great question. And yeah, and we're going to write something else down too.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna probably kick down the road a little while because they have so many other things they gotta do. But let's see.
I think I also got on my mind is that they're working on it.
Yeah.
They're not ready because they want to finish the story, so they're looking at things. So that's passed through my mind on that. Yes, lovely to see my girl Sheila. You're looking well, doll.
Thank you. I look tired.
As you come in from work.
Well, actually, Mondays are my days off, but I'm so used to staying up so late, so it's a long story. I get my rest like a dog. I take naps.
You take naps.
I take naps throughout the day. Speaking of doggies,
yeah. How are you, Whitby? Oh, your little doggy, yeah. Whitby's fast. So he's had an exciting day. We've had storms coming over. He loves storms. We haven't had any hail. We don't get hail very often up here in the North Coast. But when we do, even if it's the tiniest hail, he loses his Hershey kisses. He really does. And I think he's having he's asleep now. So yeah.
Gotcha.
So, and I saw you with Jeffrey and Danny Shea the other day, who got a lovely email from a while ago, and we said, "Oh yes, we've got to get together." So I'll email him about that. And Lisa joined you. I understand because Laurie couldn't join you and all that. I hope she's feeling better.
I think I have to check on her today and see how she's feeling. I haven't texted her. Kind of gave her a little bit of time to heal, but yeah, we rescheduled for Friday, so we're gonna definitely do it Friday. Yeah.
Hi, Aria Song. Hi, everyone. Yeah. And and if you ever need someone at short notice, you can try getting on.
Well, sometimes I wonder. I think about you, but I think, oh my gosh, it's in the middle of the night for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Last time you did send me an email, I was asleep when it came in. I got also got.
Exactly.
Will the Bidens get a new dog for Major after Champ died? So get another.
Oh, I think his wife, and this was my feeling once Major, is it Major who died? Was it Major?
No, Champ was the one who died. Yeah.
Champ?
Yeah, Champ died. He was the older one. He was like 13.
And Major's the one.
A big dog. Major's 2 years old. Yeah, the rescue.
Yeah, Major's the one that's biting all of the security out.
No, he's not that bad actually. No, I don't feel like I feel that like that's a bit of a furphy, that story. Like it's not really true. Yeah.
Hey, if you don't know how to handle a German Shepherd, step off because a German Shepherd will handle you.
They will, yeah. I feel that was a bit of a furphy. I think he might not be too shy on showing his teeth, but I don't think he's a biter. Otherwise, they wouldn't have got him in the but I do feel that I'll tell you what, if she was put in any danger, or he was, and Major was with them, he would probably go for this jugular. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very protective. So yeah, and I feel with all dogs who have that protective tendency, you keep your hands. You don't raise your hands or move things too quickly, and you always, say, can I say hello? You do what they ask. You introduce yourself, and you talk in a soft voice to them and stuff. Exactly. I think probably. Yeah, not knowing how some people don't know how to behave. So, how about we get into some questions with my girl Sheila? It is so lovely to talk to you. It really is. So we've got Nancy Pelosi. What's she up to? Do you want to have a read on that, Jim, when you get?
I saw that. Very nice. Very, very nice.
It is. So while you're doing a read on Nancy, I might unwrap the deck from the plastic and shuffle through it.
Sounds good. Let's see what
I won't use it yet, but we might have a look at some of the cards, hey? And because I do have a process I go through, but it's nice to have a look at some of them. It's Sarah Marchetti's latest. I got it from Book Depository UK.
Well, let's see what she's up to.
Don't ever worry about misspelling. Yeah,
I don't worry about spelling anymore either. I was not blessed with spelling quality at all. Yeah. I mean, I would, even in my phone, when I try to spell something, the thing will come up and say, Sheila, I have no idea what you're trying to say. You won't even help me.
Your brain is wired to make sense of what words are, even if they are misspelled. So, yeah, don't stress too much about your spelling. It's not a biggie. These are beautiful cards. This is the back of it, this beautiful Art Deco looking thing. This is the back. Yeah. So what have you got on? Oh, Sheila is. You're mute.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. I am. We have a little bit of a feedback, and a delay. So I just turned it off just to give the mic and everything to catch up with us.
Okay.
So you go ahead and show off your deck, and I will pull for Nancy Pelosi.
Well, this is the Magician. It's all in French. Okay. The Magician. The book's in English, so that's fine. But the labels are all in French. So deniers for coins, épées for swords. La papesse for the Empress. Or the High Priestess. It's the High Priestess. Things like that. Batons. I don't know what the cups will be. Coupe for the cups. But they're gorgeous, aren't they? They're all this stained glass type look. And I haven't bought a deck in months. So when I ordered it a couple of weeks ago. It was like really, really perked me up. Really looking forward to getting it. And yeah. So what have you got? Have you got anything for Nancy?
Nancy Pelosi is under a lot of stress right now. She has the Page of Cups. She's dealing with immaturity and chaos in her job. She is in a lot of stress because I got the Nine of Swords. I also got the Six of Cups because she's looking for the collaboration. She's looking for help. She is really getting in there, and kindness is. It's almost like it's not the survival of the fittest anymore. It's the survival of the kindness. Whoever is the kindest is going to be able to do that. But she has that petty bickering and the fighting. I mean, she's in the toughest position to get this done. She also has a Page of Swords, the deceitful person and the spy. I think she's just, she's just hanging in there, doing what she needs to do. But she has a lot of strength coming her way.
What Page of Swords?
Looking for assistance.
Is that a
She's just dealing with BS.
or is she dealing with is somebody in her party, like in the house, not being straight? Do you think?
Yeah,
You
the
think
spy in the camp.
Yeah, somebody who's possibly be not dealing a straight deck of cards with her, which I would be absolutely terrified to do, because I would not want Nancy Pelosi coming after me with a sharp object, that's for sure. It'd be more than foolish to do that.
So we know what she's up to, but let's see how she's handling it. Let's ask that question.
Yeah,
because
she
the chaos came up.
Yeah,
and that's just annoying to watch. We all know what's going on, but let's see how she's handling it.
So, yeah, so I'll read that too. I'll use the new deck since Sheila's given me the time to go through that. I like to and touch each card, and I always like to touch every card. And yeah. So how is Nancy Pelosi dealing with all these things?
Well, my cards again one more time tells me, she's dealing with a lot of bad stuff. The Fool, the Temperance, the Ace of Pentacles. She's just dealing with so much, and the money and the worry. But the Ace of, the biggest thing about this, the end of it, is achieving the first stage, getting what she needs done, and the Queen of Wands. That politics, that good advice, that dependable woman, that Queen of Wands, that dependable woman. She's, this is how she's handling it every time. But she's got it's a lot going on right now up there, more than is what is being told.
Yeah, I've got details. She's been swamped with detail. There's also, I think, maybe she might be feeling some pressure, possibly from family, but also that she should start thinking about what happens like next year, and maybe not running again, maybe retiring or stepping down from the speaker's chair. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would love her to do that. But honestly, she is just getting started here. She has reserves of energy that I would love to have with the Eight of Battles, the Eight of Wands here, momentum, speeding up. Valet de Baton. This is the Page of Wands. Yeah, she's hearing some news about somebody's actions, and she might be a bit angry at it. But there is no doubt about who Nancy Pelosi is and the power she wields. And she is the Queen of Wands. And with that comes all of the power she wields, all of the passion. I do feel she will come out on top of it all. But yeah, I do feel she's feeling a bit disappointed in somebody within her ranks. She feels a little bit betrayed by them. But they're not going to win. She is a master manipulator and manifester, and she will get. Yeah. So she's tough. She's tough. But she is feeling her years. She is definitely feeling her years. Will they catch the spy? Deborah Costro, you've been having a tough time. Oh, you miss your German shepherds. I do have a pet special lined up. Friday night I'm doing a Friday the 13th spooky special, Sheila. So
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Next question I have is Moscow Mitch is being quiet. I loved Chuck Schumer cutting in front of it the other day. That just caused a good giggle.
It
So
was nice to see that.
What is he up to? So let's have a look there.
Mitch, let's see what's going on with him.
Mitch McConnell, what's going on with him? Oh, fake vaccine card, Republicans.
Of course, they're going to be fake vaccine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason for them to be honest. But whatever, they're only cheating them. They're only cheating themselves. They're only cheating their health out of safety. So
I had a story on watching a story from France earlier today where the police, they rather than checking everyone, they do random checks. And what you have your vaccines, and they will send you your own QR code, and you can show it on your phone, and they'll scan it, and because if you don't show it or show your vaccines that you've had your vaccines, they can't serve you. So yeah, France is doing things, but that's what they're doing in France. But let's see, Moscow Mitch, what have you got on him, Darl? I said love, I said Darl.
well, I'm just throwing them down right now, but the hermit, he is trying to stay low. He's trying to stay on the down low. The world is watching him. He also has the Ace of Swords. He understands, Mitch McConnell has one thing. He understands that they needed to separate from Trump, and he's sickening that his party didn't do so when he tried to get that done, because he's worried. He's really, 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 really worried. He's really, you know what he's more worried about? The world finding out about his party. The world finding out about the collaborations, all of the information, all of this stuff. I mean, he has a lot to do with it. He's really worried about the investigation and everybody that was involved in the whole thing. I don't think Mitch McConnell was directly involved, but I know that he knows the secrets. And he's the kind of that he knows all the secrets, but he does everything he can to stay out of the activity. But he knows all the secrets, and this is where he's worried at the most. Like they're really, really trying to keep this under wrap and try to hide and slide and fight and try to keep all that information from going public. But alas, I'll read on what the country is going to learn. Is it going to be a great reading after this one? What is the
Ah.
country going to learn?
Neil,
So what do you got?
Mitch is starting to feel an end coming, like things are coming to an end for him, and he's really starting to feel that. I think he's a bit stronger. In previous readings on him, I've read like a return to childhood, so maybe some problems with his mental capacity and illness there. His challenge at the moment is Nancy and her 1/6 commission. His best advice is to try and balance things out, because you're right. He does not try and get people to see things in a good light, because you're right. He doesn't want to be associated with Trump's wishes. This is the 9 of Cups to and Trump's efforts to get himself back into office. He's got disappointing news is in his coming towards him at the moment. He's going to be disappointed in what comes towards him at the moment. There's news going to be coming out about money, about his support for something. And there's also a suspension of some sort. So this could be a suspension of activity on his part. He might have to take a temperance. He might have to take a step back with temperance, because they've got the hangman there as suspension and him taking a step back. I think that might be also associated with his health a bit. I think he's really feeling his health as well. But yeah, he's not happy about some of the things that will come out.
Ugga bugger.
Ugga bugger. Hubby's here. Stella from Dr. Tara has joined me. So yeah, and hubby says, "Oh, cool." And
Hi, hubby.
Hello.
he says hello back, Sheila.
What does ugga bugga mean? What did you say?
Thing we do.
We have our own little language. We do.
How
Oh
cute.
my God, I'm blushing. Oh my God,
Someone's language.
I'm blushing. No,
Aw.
21, 22.
Very cool.
Yeah, oh, my face is so red. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, I'm so red. Oh. Oh. Shelby, hubby is very popular. Michelle McBell, no, you cannot have him, okay, before you even think to ask. She,
Cute. Very cute.
yeah, so yeah, I'm so red. I perhaps deserved that too after a bit earlier when I let something slip out.
How cute.
But yeah, no. But yeah, he's like, I've given him a break from he makes me coffee so many times, even though I say, oh, we should make up the thermos, but he'll come out like 2 or 3 times during a live stream and make me a coffee and stuff. So, but he still doesn't want to show his face.
No.
So people have seen his hand, and of course the famous ghost. Maybe you can do the ghost impression again on Friday night. Are the youth planning any disturbances like they did with 45 rally? Oh, interesting question. We might get to look at that. Not sure yet. Washington Post. I was saying to Sheila earlier, which you guys would have heard, I feel like they're still working on it. They will eventually come out with it, but will they release what Khashoggi was working on? I do think it will come out eventually.
That's not me.
I know that's not you. Yeah, I'll turn that down a bit. It's just oh, what is it? Yeah. New phone, guys. Yeah, put it on
Okay,
vibrate.
focus, Chrissy, focus. Focus,
If I
grasshopper.
focus, it gets scary when I focus.
I want to see what this country is going to find out of the commission. Let's read and see what what type of information is going to come out with the commission.
What is going to come out with the commission? Here, Dick Durbin say they probably will be sharing Rosen's testimony with the commission. No reason why not to.
Well, they already put out a few of Rosen's his testimony in there about how close we came to Trump stealing the incredibly close. I always said this before. We seconds and inches of Trump stealing this election.
This is like the Two of Swords, and that often to me is the tipping point. You guys came so close to it tipping over to Trump. That's not funny. It's not funny. It could have been another 100 people, and it could have been a tipping point. So close. What else?
I did a reading probably about maybe 3 or 4 months ago about Rosen, and it shocked me. It really shocked me because he's, a Trump appointee, this, that, and the other. But what shocked me about it is that he was playing the game. He was playing the I'm your favorite, but he was also our gatekeeper in keeping our Constitution and our country intact. Because if he would have agreed to what Trump wanted, it would have been over with. He was our gatekeeper.
Him and his deputy who took all the notes. They took on the job to do the job, not what Trump wanted them to do.
I think his conscience got the better of him. I don't think he's a great guy. I'm just saying that moment in time, he just knew that he needed to play the game,
Yeah,
but,
play the game.
Let's see.
Do the job
Let's
proper.
see the countries.
Yeah, he's probably not, got a lot of things. It's like, Trump got rid of Sessions because Sessions wouldn't play his game and do it his way. Sessions was playing the game. Yeah, he was not the best person, but he wouldn't let Trump rule his DOJ, and that's why Trump got rid of him. And Rosen was of the same mind. So do the properly.
Here's something that's coming out of my readings a lot is a whole bunch of pages. Now, pages to me have always been that immaturity, straight out of high school, greenhorn, don't know what they're doing type of thing. They're, intellectually, if it's a page of swords, intellectually, they're just learning, they're just fresh. The page of wands, they're just learning how to fight, and learning how to do what they need to do in the world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every time I've done a thing is a whole bunch of pages have come out. So what I'm thinking is that they are learning. Okay, so this is the first time in our country that somebody has tried to overturn an election. This is the first time. So that's that page energy is here. How they do it, what they did wrong, what they learned about it, and if we ever get another Republican into office, this is a warning to everybody in our country. If we get another Republican into our office, there may be a second attempt, and we have to be vigilant in all of that until the Republican Party is purged of their demons and overturned to what they used to be or what we think a Republican should be. I'm getting a lot of pages. So I'm in Hangman. So they literally are on the hunt for a second attempt, a second try, and they know it. The higher ups, they know it. The emperor knows it. They're placing judges. The Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands, they're just, going, oh, we're doing everything we can to keep this all from happening. The High Priestess, the Five of Swords, that knowing that they have, that they almost got our country stolen. I mean, we have been the strongest and the weakest all at the same time with this whole situation. It's the
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. I agree with you about the pages. It's in the steps of a process, or if levels of certain military. It's like at the bottom, the start of a process, or the bottom rankings and things and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And it is a learning, because they're often in youths who are learning. So that's very much, trial by error. What is going to come out about here is, yes, as I said before, about 1/6, how close they came to actually succeeding, a tipping point. Funding, they're going to get a lot about who provided funding for what with the Queen of Queens here. The Magician. Now, again, the Magician has everything together to succeed in what they want to do, in pulling the trick off, but it didn't happen. So I feel like what they lacked in pulling it off is going to come out too. And why it didn't is unwise use of, thank God, resources and all that. Where some of them came from and who organised a lot of those. And I do feel there might be one big person too who organised a lot of that, with funding and things. Also, the agenda. There was more on their agenda than just stealing the election. That's going to come out. This is the High Priestess. And also, I've got the Five of Queens here, out in the cold. Now, I said a couple of weeks ago I thought maybe 6 to 12 Republicans in the House. I feel like 5 are going to come out of it really, really in the cold. Like, are they going to face charges possibly? There's 4 of Cups. There's going to be 5 Republicans in the House who are going to get an offer they don't want. So I think
that makes me happy.
It's going to be a justified offer. This is the Justice card, and and the offer will be well and truly justified. It'll be cooperate or spend the rest of your life in jail, I feel. What was else on the agenda? 10 of Cups.
I don't know, but I also wanted to add a little bit to my reading, was that the Wheel of Fortune in the Tower, meaning that the Republicans and their money is going to go down the tubes, because I got the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and the Page of Pentacles. So they're losing money like crazy right now, and I have death at the end of their money and their money making skills and their money making projects and their money making scandals and all of that. They're just losing everything that they thought that they could do. They're losing everything. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, there was, how I said with yes, they're definitely heading towards losing everything. I agree with you, actually. How I had the High Priestess here, and I thought there was something else that they wanted to achieve. Republican, they waited till the 6th because they really wanted to find out about the Senate races in Georgia that were both won by Democrats. They were determined to drag certain Democrats out of the House and out of the Senate and replace them with Republicans. That was part 2. And I do feel that that's going to come out as well.
Oh yeah, they had tons. They had above and beyond plans. It's almost like I 100% agree with you that they have bigger plans, and because as you said that, a flood of information, like they truly want a North Korea. They were going to separate this world. They were going to draw a line. We are here. You guys can have that. We will control this part. They were literally had bigger plans if Trump won again, and if they could keep control over they want to control over the presidency, over the House, and over the Senate. They would have dissolved the Senate and the House. They would have dissolved it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what they would have tried to do. And I've got the 5 of battens here, which is the conflict. And yes, and conflict.
And we only say this just to keep everybody vigilant. We need to make sure that we get everybody out there voting. We need to make sure that this information gets out to anybody and everybody. And if there's somebody in your hemisphere that is not registered to vote, please get them to do that. It's not against the law to help anybody and everybody to register. And do you know how many 18-year-olds are turning each year to vote? And it's a known fact that 18-year-olds do not vote Republican. They vote Democratic because of all the things. So we have 4 years of 18-year-old turning 18. So we have all of that on our side as well when it comes to 2024. We just can't let up yet. We just cannot let up yet.
You can't. And and I feel like I just got going through my head, some of these 18-year-olds, some of these people who have come of age in the last few years, they're not necessarily looking at like state literature or federal legislature to make changes. I think they're realising that changes have to happen locally. I've just been grassroots. It's been a thing with me for, God, the last 12 months or so. Grassroots goes right back to your school board, your sanitation engineer. I mean, you guys vote for everyone over there. And those sorts of offices, you're going to get some of these kids are going to go off to college and they're going to get their degree and they're going to come back and they're going to put their hands up for these positions, I think. And there's going to be a lot of 20 to 30-year-olds getting into these local offices, I think. And again, I just keep going back to grassroots. And I think that's where a lot of changes are going to happen too, because that's where they have to happen, because a lot of these people then go on to the state, and then I think that...
Have you already read on Texas and Florida yet?
No, I haven't. No. What's the question with regard to Texas and Florida?
Let's see the let's see the fate of DeSantis. Let's see how well he's doing.
He wasn't doing too well last time I read on him, so that'll be interesting.
We know but let's see he's getting some heat.
Reading on this man, because every time something different comes out, but then there's always some things that just stay the same.
Well, we have. Let's see if the school board overrules DeSantis and puts in mask mandates for the children. Let's see if that happens. Some have. There's been at least 2. Well, he's threatened them now. If you do it, I'm going to take away your money. And they're all like, you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and do that, buddy. I'll tell you what, if he did that and if he didn't pay the teachers and everything, I just think we can support them and feed them. There'd be food parcels turning up on their doorsteps and all sorts of things. Yeah, I don't think he has. I mean, yay! You get to speak in front of a whole bunch of people that'll clap for your yay. You know what? Why don't you go out on the street and see how well you fare, mister? Why don't you go to a school? Yeah. Let's see you go to a school event and see how well you take it and see if there's any mothers out there that you can take on.
You know what, DeSantis? Do something other than sit in front of your fan club.
Yep. Oh boy.
I get
I quite often I feel bad for laughing at, but some people, not at all, not at all, not for some people, they thoroughly deserve it. DeSantis and the school boards, there is rising, and this is a page. So the talk back is starting bigger and bigger. More voices are coming out. And what is his challenge with regard to these people who are coming out and talking and challenging him? So it started with the page, and now it's at the night. This is the challenge. More and more people. Plus, there's an aspect of investigations happening here. What is the advice for him? The Empress, start looking after the children of your state, buddy. Start being the protective parent you should be as the governor of the state. Why should he listen to this? Deals are coming out. There's going to be news about some deals and quid pro quos and things. This is why he should be listening to this. But does he listen? Of course he friggin' doesn't. He has painted himself into a corner with the Eight of Swords. That's to paint yourself into a corner. He should have shown restraint and sensibility, but of course, he's Ron DeSantis. He's going to be pushed. Oh, this is again. He should have shown caution card, and because he didn't show caution, he's going to be pushed into the background here. The school districts are going to get their way. They will get the mask mandates. But because we've got a couple of major arcana here, still a little bit of a fight on. But they will shove him into a corner, lock him in a closet, whatever. Put him in the corner, make him face the wall. That's what they used to do here.
I agree. I got the Two of Swords. They have a mental and an emotional decision to make. Two of Swords and two of Cups. They have a mental and an emotional decision to make when it comes to these children. They are a public recognition. They have the public recognition, meaning that he brought this on to himself. Their victory is going to be public. Their victory is going to really, really take him down, because I got the Nine of Swords and the King of Swords. Like, he is really, really worried about pissing off the other Republicans, the King of Swords, right? Mm-hmm. But what happens is the Two of Cups comes around where they always choose the children instead of DeSantis, and he's going to hate that because they're going to call him somebody who betrayed the children. This is his fate. You have betrayed our children. This is where you are. So the victory is coming. The public recognition, and they're not going to let up on him. And if I was a mother in Florida, you bet I'd be the loudest one there. So I always recommend, if there's any mothers right now in Florida, please join any social media of any kind, including going up in front of him. Make your voice heard. Don't be afraid. He can't do anything to you. But what we can do as people who are his constituents, it's like they think that they have the power. This is what they want everybody to believe, that I am your governor, I have the power. The truth is the women, the people who put you in that position are the ones with the power, and they don't want them to know that. And so I highly recommend that they get louder. Get louder. And get pushier, because this is the only way that your children are going to be saved. So
that was the challenge, is the page turning into a knight, getting louder, getting more powerful.
Exactly.
And then the advice was listen. The Empress, listen to the mothers, listen to the parents. I'm at hi Viviane and hi Maureen Howe. Hi JLo. Just a couple
Hi,
of more.
Sharon Sipe. I always want to say hello to Sharon Sipe. She's such a supporter. She's such a
Yeah.
wonderful person. Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
Hang on just a second.
Hey, you
Just
haven't
give
heard
me give me just a
Justice. Yep. Okay. She's disappeared for a minute. She'll be back. So, guys, while she's gone, any more questions? Yeah, look, the Washington Post, that will come out. But yeah, if you had a drink of water.
No, I just in the morning sometimes my allergies will kick in and drainage, so I just don't want
Yeah,
I'm just
amazing.
being polite.
Just listen to, but he doesn't listen to anyone. He's a total nork.
Well, let's do Texas now because Texas is on the same vengeful path. Let's see what's going on there with the schools and the pandemic and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I heard, I think it was Florida, it might have been 3,000 children a day are getting diagnosed with COVID in Florida. That's
3,000 children are what?
A day are being diagnosed with, people under 16 that are being diagnosed today with COVID. That's something. I think that's the figure I heard. I could be wrong on that, but it could just be in the whole of the US, but I thought it was just with Florida, so I could be wrong with that. Okay.
I don't know the numbers right about now, but it is astronomical, and this is preventable. That's the problem, is that it's preventable. It's crazy. Let's do Texas.
Okay, Texas. Let's see. I have got at the moment assessment consequences of really building up very quickly for Abbott. And what is his challenge? Growing strength and growing anger as children are getting sick. You know, some children have even died, unfortunately. And this is really strengthening the resolve of parents. And the advice for this man, for Abbott, is get ready to defend yourself, buddy, because you're going to have to. Why? Because this is a huge burden you have put on the people of your state. At the present, he's looking for a lawyer. We've got the mercenary card, but he's also slowing things down, and he is hoping to manifest a miracle. He's hoping to manifest a miracle. What's the ultimate outcome for this dude? 3 of Cups, dirty money. I'll tell you what, he's going to be in so much trouble because of the power grid and other issues and deals coming out. And the truth. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. He's going to have a lot of trouble with regard to this. Could he end up in court? Could they sue him? Could the county sue him? Resources. Oh, he's been keeping money and resources.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also got the 3 of Wands, where that planning, and the 7 of Pentacles, that sudden gain.
Yeah.
I also got the 3 of Wands, that planning, that seeing the big picture, and that 7 of Pentacles, where he's sudden gain of money all of a sudden.
Sudden gain of money. Yeah.
I see that.
That's right in the center of the
something is going up with some really. It's like, I'll pay you $1 million to get up there and be a jerk. Okay, I'll do it. And this is what his problem is.
He's going to be in a lot of trouble because the truth is going to come out about some deals and dirty money. And I'll tell you what, the utility companies that are running things in Texas, oh boy, stuff's going to come out about him and them too, I think. Entertainment purposes only. That's why I always put up my disclaimer. I always put up my disclaimer. And yeah, but sometimes I still say it.
All right, so I got something. So I had the Three of Wands where he's gaining money somehow, some way that they, the more of a jerk that you are, the more hardcore right winged you are, I'm gonna pay you some money because but the Page of Pentacles and the Knight and the King of Cups comes up, meaning that the Page of Pentacles it's again another page. It's going down. It's getting less. I also have the King of Cups. The Democrats are gaining more. So this is the Page of Pentacles. You're not getting the money anymore. The Democrats are getting the money now from Texas. I also have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, meaning that that bitter cover up, that opportunity to look into that bitter cover up. I also have the Wheel of Fortune, that karma, and that also the boundaries, defending his boundaries. His karma is defending your boundaries. I also have the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. So he's very happy at making his money, right? Because he's connected to the Republicans, Mar-a-Lago. But I also got the end of all of that. So all of his what he thinks is the great stuff that he thinks he's trying to work for, it comes to an end.
I just
so
thought,
whatever it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what
I
is
just saw what was on the bottom of the deck for him. 9 of Swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. No, he won't be governor again, Michelle Mabel. He won't.
I don't feel it either.
No, he is. I don't even know if he'll make it to the end of his term. Hi, Anne Rudd. Hello. How are you? Will he make it to the end of his term? Let's have a quick look here.
Let's have a quick look at that.
Sorry?
There's
Abbott.
feedback. Hang on a second.
Yeah, so will Abbott make it to the end of his term? Possibly not. Or he got an offer he doesn't want, a tough move, a tough transition to get into calmer waters, and disappointment. So he might not even make it to 2022.
Very interesting for me. Of course, like I said, the pages keep on coming up. The pages keep on coming up for all of these Republicans, and there's something to that. But I also see the King of Wands. So there's in the Chariot very fast. The King of Wands. So the King of Wands, the person that's going up against him, is news travels fast. I think this is Bentos. The King of Wands is Bentos, and he's coming up fast in the polls. Because I got the Chariot.
Is that Beto?
What?
Is that Beto?
Yeah, Beto. I also have the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles, meaning that that people are really getting into their gut feeling now. And this is something else that is coming up a lot too, is that people are starting to feel instead of intellectually, but they're starting to feel. So, that old saying is somebody probably will never remember what you said, but they'll definitely remember how you made them feel. Yes. And I think that the constant efforts of what Bentos is doing and the Democrats are starting to make them feel differently. And this is where where it happens. But the Page of Pentacles, again, the heartbreak, the Republicans are not getting the money that they're supposed to be getting. I also have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. There's also going to be some sort of female energy that's going to take them down as well. It's going to take them down intellectually. That Page of Wands is going to, she's going to get out there with her broom, and she's going to take them out. I also got the Fool. So I don't think he's going to make it through either. They see him as a fool. They see him as obnoxious. They see him as cruel. And he's not going to make it through, no matter what he thinks. He also sits in front of his fan base, so he never gets the truth. Right? You go out into the community. I dare you. Instead of always sitting in front of your 10 to 15 fan base, it'll clap for you every time you say something. I'm not, oh, yay! Yeah, go see the real people.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Very
So,
much. Totally agree with you. Hi, Catherine Stubbs. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? What they do. They just, yeah, because they only put themselves out in front of people who they know support them. And it's probably the same people over and over again. Nobody new coming in, just the same people over and over again. They can let themselves believe all the bullshit that's working.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, my dear, I today is my grandson's first day of school, so I'm going to walk him to school since I'm dressed and ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you for your invite. It was very nice to sit and do some readings with you, my dear.
Thank you for joining me too for the last hour. And
You're
I think
welcome.
it's pretty late here too, so I'll probably be wrapping it up now as well. So everyone, thanks so much, Sheila, for joining me. It's been so much fun.
You're welcome.
We definitely don't get to talk enough face to face, but you know.
Well, since I'm up early and I got things to do, I'm probably going to go put together a grand tableau and post a video of a few things. So I'll get busy, and you'll probably see me a little later in the day with a video. So, alrighty, everyone. Thank you. Bye,
Sheila.
sweetheart. Bye, everybody in the chat.
Bye. I'll remove you. There you go. There she goes. She's gone. She gone. Yeah. So thank you again to Sheila for joining me for this last bit. Look, I think probably just do another couple of quick readings, but then wrap it up soon. So what we might do, skating week wearing non-mask t-shirts with their kids, kooky Karens. Hi, hippie gypsy. How are you? Might keep going for a bit longer. I'm just a sucker. I just hate leaving you guys. Not a, you know, I love sharing my time with you guys. It's great. It's wonderful to do. So no brain, no pain. Yeah. And yeah. So let's have. Will the Washington Post release what Khashoggi was working on? Again, I do think they will. Yes, they will. They will. Justice. But I do feel that they want to finish the job. 7 of Swords. Yes. They want to finish the job. So they've got someone working on it. Queen of Cups. It was not far from full maturity, I think, here. It was not far from full maturity, his story. And the world resolution, they want to finish the job before they release what it was on. They have been working very hard. Knight of Coins. Yes, it's still some way away. There's still some work to do. The Empress, definitely they will. It's definitely to do with abuse of power. 5 of Swords. Empress. The Moon, definitely to do with deceit, secrets, people. King of Swords, corruption of people in power. The Knight of Wands, investigative report. And they still have some ways to go before it reaches the stage that they can get to it, before they will release it. But they will. It will all come out.
I can't tell you when, but it will come out what he was working on and why it was so imperative that they had to kill him, which is just wrong. Can I say hi to Catherine Stubbs and Hippie Gypsy? I hope so. Oh, that's fantastic, Rondell. Yeah, we'll be doing a pet special next Friday, so the 23rd, I think it is, or something, or the 20th. 20th, I think. I was going to do one this Friday, then realised it was Friday the 13th, so got a spooky special happening then, which will be your mornings. So, any questions, guys? Thank you, Georgie Moon. UK Book Depositories free postage, but yeah. Speaking of Beto, what would you like me to ask about Beto? What's coming up for him? Let's have a look. Okay. What's coming up for Beto? The moon. Something's coming to light. Some lies and deceptions. The challenge about that is lies and deceptions, and the challenge is death, the end of something, ending something. Campaign of lies and deceptions, ending it. Advice for him, 10 of Cups. Family, 10 of Swords. The Sun, but everything's going to turn out all right for him. Okay, so take the Republicans head on, I think. I'm going to do a couple of clarifiers on this. He's got a challenge coming up. Lies and deceptions. Challenge bring about family. The in danger. The Hierophant. Very confusing. I do feel like he's gonna come out on top fine. I don't know if he'll run for governor. That's the thing. I've never really gotten that clear picture of him running for governor. Very confusing. But there's definitely something there. Some challenge, death, danger, change. Someone wanting to bring about a permanent change. Could be the lies and deceptions, yeah. But let's see. Oh, card went flying. Hang on. Six of Cups went flying. You didn't hear that. Six of Cups went flying. Something from the past. We've got the sun on the bottom again, so that's good. Ace of Cups, overflowing emotions. The moon, things coming out. The Emperor, the rule of law. And the Chariot, momentum, increased momentum. I've really... He definitely got a bit of a fight coming up. Something from the past is going to be revised. It's going to cause a lot of emotion. Lies and deception. Nine of Swords, some anxiety, and hold restraint, show restraint. He's a very passionate, he's going to have to hang on to his temper, I think. He's got a bit of a, what do 45's idiots want to do to prevent the bug from spreading? They don't want to stop it from spreading. They don't want to prevent it spreading. They want it to spread. They want it. Yeah. Beato's got a bit of a, but for how long, I don't know that it'd be for that long, but he's got a bit of a battle coming up. I do think he'll come out on top, but will all the people not getting the jab get C19 or D21? No, not everyone. Some people just don't get those things. No, not everyone. There's always a part of a section of the community that don't get these things. The Empress and Temperance, yeah, no. Some people just have yeah. No, they won't. And just because you don't get the jab doesn't mean you deserve to get it either. It's just, But yeah. Will Beto run for senator again? I think he feels that he can do more in Two of Wands. Yeah, I think that might be his strategy. Not Cruz, but who's the other dude? Cornyn? The Star? Yeah, he's hoping to run for senator. Page of Swords, disappointment. Eight of Cups. Don't give in and walk away. Page of Cups, again starting. Emotional news. Yes, he might run for senator, and I think he could win. Will he win if he does? King of Wands, yes. The Chariot, yes. The High Priestess, yes. He may decide to run for senator again. But it could be in the state. I'm not sure. I don't think he wants to be the governor. The Republicans think that it's going to go after the Democratic based because of their socioeconomic breakdown and things like that. They think that that's more likely the population who it's going to attack. Honestly, they do think that the socioeconomic breakdown means that the population that are Democratic voters are the ones who are more likely to get it and die. They're idiots. They aren't just idiots, you know. Okay, guys, what I might do is wrap it up for the evening. It is getting a bit late here. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks again to Sheila from Celtic Tarot for joining me for a while. And please, everyone, look after yourself. I will be back Thursday morning my time, Wednesday night yours, for my usual Thursday morning thing. Yes, but the mild cases are usually people who have been vaccinated. So, yeah, they are delusional idiots. So what I'll do is I'll sign up, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy and stay loving. And if you're in Australia and you haven't done your census yet, online you've got till the 12th to complete it. Yeah, if you got the form, well, you know, there's still a few days before they come and collect it. So just, you know, love you all, take care, and I'll talk to you in a couple of days. Okay, bye-bye.